over to my friend, Dr. Smith.
Thanks.
Okay, hello everybody. Jeffrey Smith. It's a pleasure to present what we've been doing at DVC through the Workforce Development Office and the college with our partner Tesla. If you can see the slide, what you're looking at is our new robotics lab. And that was basically an empty room that we were able to take over. And the Workforce Development Office spent a lot of resources getting it where it needs to be, and then our friends at Tesla branded the room. So let's talk about this. All right. So essentially looking at really what was the need for our industry partner. And so, you know, as a professor, I work with a lot of different industry folks, and, you know, it's important that we go there and see what they need and have dialogue and communication. And so what Tesla specifically needed was highly skilled technicians to maintain and repair their automated production lines. And so, for example, if you would go down to their facilities, their manufacturing, where they're cranking out 500,000 cars a year, there's about 2,500 robotic arms there. And they don't fix themselves, right? So time is money, and when they go down, somebody has to repair them. And so they have, we service two facilities. One is the Lathrop facility, and the other is down in Fremont. So we're actually very well strategically placed at DVC because we can very easily service both of them. And so what they were finding was that many of the robotic graduates from colleges, they really didn't have the skills to be able to, the hands-on skills to be able to diagnose, repair, get these, the lines back and running. And so, you know, we're talking about PhDs and, you know, very, very highly educated, but they lack the skills that the community college and what we could provide through DVC. So that was a unique opportunity for us. Tesla does have a in-house training. I think it was called Tesla University. They still have it just to kind of bring people on the line and get them, kind of give them some quick information. But we were able to provide, you know, UC and CSU courses, you know, that were much more in depth that they could do at the factory. And, you know, we have very high quality programs over at DVC. And what we did was really, we had to reimagine what we were doing. We had what was called an MTech program, and it really wasn't going anywhere. We have a great electronics program, and the idea was to bring them together under this umbrella of industrial automation robotics. So we didn't have to do a lot except for create a capstone robotics class. And so to do that, though, we needed some equipment. So we worked very close with our managers. I mean, literally showing catalogs. So this is the courses we offer. What are your needs? And they really went through our catalog and, you know, this is what we need, this class we don't. And so it really wasn't, as a professor, instructor, me directing what was going to happen. It was really based on our advisors and their recommendations. And so out of that, we created what you see here, which has been approved through the state. We did it, we kind of had to anticipate what they were going to need first, because it takes a long time to create these kind of certificates. So we created a industrial automation robotics certificate that combined these electronics and these MTech classes. The other thing that we were able to leverage was the Measure E. Because, you know, when these industries go to the colleges, especially in California, space is such a commodity, right? And so we are in the process of doing a ET remodel. And so that didn't hurt, right? That we could try to accommodate some of the needs of industry. And then the third leg of the stool here was we had a lot of support from DVC, from our Workforce Development Office, Beth Armand, Susan Lamb, our president. There were a lot of people. It's a huge team effort to try to do something like this in this scale at the college. And so it takes a long time, but, you know, good minds, everybody's trying to get to the right place. And so essentially what then we did was working with Tesla, they donated 16 of these industrial robotic arms. And these are like, you know, the thing with robotics, it's repeatability. And so the equipment has to be accurate within microns so that you can do the same task over and over again. And so they provided over $1 million worth of equipment for our labs. And this is cutting edge technology. It's actually hard to find instructors because there are not a lot of retired folks who are high level robotic technicians. Those are good problems to have. But right now what we do is we are training two separate cohorts. So we have, and we'll talk about that next slide here, but essentially 14 classes, we've grown the program each semester, right? So, and then we also have a summer. So these classes are a little different. It was a little kind of had to break the college a little bit in the sense that these are 9 to 5 classes. And we do one class for about 2 weeks, and then they take another class. So it's a very intensive program. But kind of the stipulation was that that these classes are open to everybody. Because the biggest problem we had with offering a lot of these classes, well, we'd get 2 or 3 really eager students, but then you can't run a class with 3 or 4 students, right? And so it really helped that we could use an industry partner to come in, get these classes going, and then open it up for the community. And so it's not just for Tesla as much as we're talking about Tesla here. These skills are very broad range. So think of automation. When you order something on Amazon, it shows up at your door the next day. There's a lot going on there that's all automated. And that's what these techs are doing. So this is a huge job market that we're serving here. So we have 2 separate cohorts. We have some students here from both. And so really what we're doing is we have these pipelines. And the great thing about this is Tesla hires these students first, right? So that they're hired, and I think we'll talk about the money and all that, but they're then put into DVC. So there's 2 different programs. One is what we call the MDP, or Manufacturing Development Program. And this is really designed for high school students or similar who come right out of high school, and they're hired full-time, and they're put into DVC. And so they're getting paid, they get benefits while they're students at DVC, and when they graduate that semester, it's 1 semester, they're guaranteed a job, so either facility. And so there's tremendous opportunity. The START program is actually what we started with. It's a little higher technicians. Think of people maybe coming from the military, very technical, and it's a way they can get their technicians all on the same page. And so it's more designed for the mid-level technicians, 14-week intensive programs. They're starting at about $30 an hour, and it depends on some people are already working there, so they come in at their current pay rate. And so, but it's a lot of what they're doing is they're investing in their workforce, because there's if people who are working at a factory like that, a lot of people want to take them, and so it's a way that they can invest through DVC in their workforce. And so again, they're working full time when they graduate. And I think that is it for the portion. And we have some. I have to tell you that we live in a different world, right? Where the Tesla folks, these young graduates, I think some of them have been up since 3 o'clock in the morning, right? Worked a whole shift. So we're really lucky to have them here. So Kelly, do you want me to just bring them up one at a time? Okay. If that's okay with you, we'll have some students kind of share their experience. I do have to thank a whole bunch of people real quickly, though, at Tesla, because there's so many people involved. We have Ricky Beza, who is a DVC student. He's in their HR, and he's been a really big supporter, and Brian Johnson, and then Andrew here. But if we could, Jorge, do you want to come up first and just 30 seconds or so, or as much time as you need, and just kind of share your experience? And
Hello, my name is Jorge Carvajal. And my experience in the MDP program was fantastic. I have gone to school in a few years since I am 36, but in order of the fact that Tesla gave me this opportunity to go back to school and have general education, it brought me back to life. It kind of made me 20 years younger. And I was just amazed at the help that both Tesla and DVC was bringing and offering me. I thought it was going to be hard for me to go back to school, but no. DVC, Tesla, and the community, my classmates, were to help me out. I felt comfortable and enjoyed the time there. And I'm really grateful for both DVC and Tesla.
Thank you.
One of the things we tell the students when they get there, they're coming from Tesla, they're wearing their Tesla outfit is, when you arrive at DVC, you are a DVC student. And I'm going to treat you any differently in the sense that there are so many opportunities for students at the college, whether it's counseling or food banks or whatever. And so we really try to treat them like they're just regular DVC students. James, come on up.
Hello, my name is James Tridy. I'm a graduate of the START program. One of the things that I really enjoyed most about the START program was the fact that so much of it is hands-on. And I think that's something that we all need more of in our daily lives. When we're at school and stuff, it's hard for some people just because it's like all on the board. You don't really, pay attention. You might fall asleep a little bit. But with the Tesla program, so much of it is hands-on that you don't have that opportunity to sit back, You have to take it head on, and I really enjoyed that part of it. It helped me learn everything and stay focused. Thank you.
And then our last student here, Alexis, you want to come on up and say hello? He just came from work too, I think, right? Okay, long day.
Hi, my name is Alexis. I'm a graduate of the MDP program. So I graduated high school 2019, and since then I've been floating around, trying school, looking for jobs. And so I didn't know what I was doing. So then I was job searching, and I came across the MDP, and it sounded like a good opportunity. So I applied and got the job, and it taught me a lot of good new skills that I didn't know, and gave me a job, gave me money, set me on a career path that I previously was just wandering around. And now that I'm at Tesla and I am working, it has opened up a lot of new opportunities for me moving forward in my future.
Thank you. All right, so that's going to conclude our Tesla presentation here. So Kelly, is there anything else you want me to? I can talk on this subject until midnight if you.